Hey everyone, this is Jen. You're watching BPD Woman, and this is a BPD Woman short. Haven't uploaded a video in about 9 days or so, and so I just wanted to do a little short while I work on a longer video, which is going to be all about BPD, bad press, and hate, and all of the bad stuff that you hear about BPD, and how to deal with that, and we'll deconstruct it. But today I just wanted to do a very short video on the topic of mistakes. If you are someone with BPD or with perfectionistic traits, or if you are someone that struggles with black and white thinking, then most likely you feel that you have to do it 100% of the time, 24/7, 365, always on point, or you're a failure. And that is really that black and white cognitive distorted thinking, right? I can't mess up. If I'm doing a skill 5 times out of 5, then that's the only way that I know I've mastered the skill. It's not okay to just do it 4 times out of 5, right? And along the way, you may find that a setback feels so devastating that it hedges off your ability to go further with any other kind of work with your BPD recovery. And so today I want to relay this message to you that 1, you're human, 2, it's okay to make mistakes, and 3, prepare, because you're going to make mistakes and you're going to make a lot of them. It is not just an upward trajectory. Look at any stock market readout, or look at any graph when it comes to real estate. You know, there are trends and there's dips and bumps in the road, but primarily the trend goes up, generally speaking. And a lot of the times you have some dips. And so think of your BPD recovery as an upward trajectory, and think of these small setbacks as little dips. You know, think about something that's really important to you. Perhaps you're trying really hard not to have a road rage incident. Perhaps you're trying really hard not to cut yourself. Perhaps you're trying really hard to not start an argument or jump to a conclusion. And then you find that you do that. Well, what do you tend to do afterwards? Do you tend to do what I used to do, which was, well, then forget it, I've messed up, so I might as well just mess up for a long time now. Well, I had one drink, I relapsed on my drinking, I should probably just have a bender for 6 months, right? So you don't have to take it to extremes. And this is a lot of that gray zone thinking, and you hear me say this a lot in my videos, gray zone thinking, gray zone thinking. So setbacks are a normal part of life. They're definitely a normal part of BPD recovery, and there's something that I want you to embrace, because they can also be learning experiences. I still make mistakes. I still read situations the wrong way. I'm not perfect. You're not trying for perfection. It's not possible. It's not possible. You're living, breathing human flesh. It's not possible to be perfect, even though you may be a type A, high-striving person that wants to do your recovery as perfectionistic as possible. But part of the recovery is accepting the gray zone. And the gray zone is that you will make mistakes. And of course, then the pressure's on, right? You know, you may be in a situation with another person where you're in a relationship and they're like, okay, well, if you start one more argument with me, then I'm going to leave. You know, or maybe they'll be like, well, if there's one more slip up with this, like, I'm going to take away XYZ, or whatever the, you know, threat or the tit for tat may be, or the ultimatum. Now, I'm not saying that people shouldn't have boundaries in relationships. I'm not saying that there shouldn't be consequences for behavior, but all those expectations do that if you do this next time, I'll do this. All that does is add on extra pressure, which, one, helps nobody. Adding pressure very rarely helps somebody perform more effectively or more perfectly. It's just not a good tactic. Second of all, it can be very manipulative, right? If you do this, then I'll hold this over your head. Well, if you're living in fear like that, how is that healthy in any way? And how is that definitely healthy for your recovery? And so I understand that the pressure to be perfect is not only internal, but it can also be from external forces. And the thing that you're just going to have to remember here is there are no overnight fixes. There's just not. There's just not overnight fixes, guys. And it's going to take decades. You heard me, decades to undo this. The longer you've been in these situations, the longer it's going to take to come out of them. And so you have to remember there are no overnight fixes. It's okay to make mistakes. and you're going to be in the gray zone. And guess what? Making mistakes and not being perfect is not just a part of BPD recovery. That is a part of everyone. That is a human thing. That's a human thing, okay? My name's Jen. You've been watching BPD Woman. Look for a longer video sometime in the next week. Send me your comments, questions. You can also email me at womanbpd@gmail.com. I look forward to reading your emails. Thanks so much again. And until I see you next time, please be effective. Bye-bye.